Hey guys, it's Busy Sims, and we are back with more Amnesia Later. And Amnesia Later crap. Okay, you know what? At some point I'm just gonna start saying Amnesia Later. You know what the deal is. Whatever. Anyway, we started Waka's World last time, and we got through 2 of the routes. So now we're gonna go and do the other 2 today. So we go new game. Okay, that took a long. I'm like, what the hell? That took a long time to load. And so we go to the Flamboyance World. Okay. A story set before August, before the heroine's amnesia. We know this by now, but that's okay. May 1st. Again. They're all May 1st. Phew! I'm finally done fixing the wallpaper. It was a little ripped, but I'm glad I was able to fix it. I wonder if there's anything else I can fix. Oh, that's right. I think we had one menu that was a little scratched. If it's something I can fix, I'll do so. Spacey, a good work today. You too. I'm done here too, so why don't you and I take a little break? Oh, but I was just about to fix one of the menus. Let me do that real quick. And the one with the ripped corner. I already fixed it. Don't worry about it. Oh, really? That wasn't too much trouble. Besides, those things are my responsibility. And now I could use a break. And a solitary cup of coffee simply doesn't suit me. So I'm gonna make a cup. Drink with me, won't you? I'd love to. And then come. Any tea you fancy, my darling. No, I'll leave it to you. Oh my god, you call me your darling. This game is mean for not letting me, have a tea. You're just dangling him in front of my face and then being like, see, it's a little flirty, like something could have happened. And then nothing happens. I get amnesia and I forget all about the fact that I could have been romancing this man. Although, to be fair, we kind of start dating all the other characters. Well, okay, Iki and Kent before we get amnesia, so, whatever. I'm just saying, different choices. We could have had this man in all of these worlds. Here you go. Today's coffee is my special blend. A special blend? A leftover mocha, Brazil, and Colombia roasts. I just dumped them all in. What? Yeah, I had a little bit left when I was brewing, but I thought it would be a waste to throw it all away, so I thought I'd drink it. Hey, it could be fun. Therefore, this is the special leftover blend. Oh, gosh. Oh, don't laugh. I mean, I'll be drinking the same one as well, so it should be fine. I sampled it earlier, and the taste wasn't half bad either. And I'd love some. You take it with milk, yes? Non-fat, okay. I prefer non-fat milk, thank you. Oh, non-fat milk. Don't tell me you're worried about the calories, tiny thing like you. Yes. There's no need for that, love. Oh, it's because he's flamboyant. Oh, wait a minute. In this world, are you more interested in Kent or Iki or somebody than me? Because, I'm okay with that, too. Darling and love, you can't just throw these out at me without me blushing. There's no need, because I keep my guard up. Sounds dreadful. Still, always nice to see a girl take care of herself. Now, drink your coffee before it grows cold. Right. Oh, wow. This is delicious. Right. I did a random blend, and this is what we got. Seriously, this coffee business is no joke. Is it just the coffee that's no joke? Well, tea too, but you can't let your guard down on that one. And this is my personal view, but I find tea flavors to be more distinct and easier to differentiate. Well, that's what makes blended tea so much harder than blended coffee. You have a point there. This random blend coffee truly is yummy. Yeah, I feel like it's good enough to serve. I know, right? But I can't serve this. I don't remember the blend ratio. Because you just dumped it in? Dumped it all in! Then I guess this is a special one-time blend. You're right. For just you and me. Anyway, I've been thinking, you sure help out around here a lot. You don't have to do so much. It's my job to fix the equipment and do the other miscellaneous jobs. I think I was being a bit selfish letting you fix all this stuff. From now on, you don't have to force yourself. Got it? Of course, I'm not forcing anything. I don't mind helping out. Even fixing the wallpaper. Yes, in the beginning I didn't really get how to do it, but lately I've been getting a lot better at it. I've gotten to the point where it's hard to tell where I fixed it. It's really fun. Quite impressive. I, of course, love all my little children equally, but if I had to pick, I'd say you're my favorite. Although, now that's just making it sound like you're my dad, and that's just a little weird now. Aw, not at all. No need to be so humble. You should learn how to take a compliment, my dear. You're right. Thank you. I never knew you referred to all of us as your kids. Again, that makes me the thought of wanting to romance you a little fucking weird now. Thanks for ruining it, game. I just mean you're all so little. Makes you feel like my little babies. Are you talking about height or age? Both, of course. Ugh. Oh, that's him. Because I thought we were like, ugh. Then again, most of the other guys are like your height or taller, so like, only like the girls and Shin are probably shorter than you, if I remember correctly. So like, well, wait, was he like 6 feet? I forget. We have the profiles and I don't remember them, but like, oh no, he was actually taller than Kent, wasn't he? Yes, he was. Oh no, so okay, everyone is shorter than you. Never mind. I remember them making that comment because Rika was like, I don't know, like 6'5", and then when you read his profile, it said like 6'4". Right? Pretty sure that was Waka. So like, no, we are little compared to, not really. I mean, Kent's like 2 inches shorter than you, max. Like, whatever. Ugh. All my kids are just so adorable. I can't get enough of them. Yeah, this, I liked it better when like the like my dear and my darling and all that was like slightly flirty, and now it's just weird. No game bad. I'm so glad I hired all of you. I really should treat myself to something for having the brilliance to choose you all. May I ask you something? Sure. Why did you decide to hire me? How tall are you? I kind of want to ask about, how tall are you? Hey, you know what? Why not? The last time I measured myself was in high school. I haven't measured my height since. I believe I'm just about 6'3", but we think he's taller than that. See, nobody knows. The man's a mystery. 6'3"? I thought Kent was 6'3". Roughly around there. I rarely see any Japanese men taller than me. Although it's a pain when shopping for clothes, and nearly all of my things need to be specially tailored for me, I can imagine. I mean, I can also imagine in the Amnesia universe, because we've seen their legs, they go all the way up. It's really hard to find pants that are 6 feet long, because the rest of their bodies are so short and their legs are so fucking... I mean, we've seen their legs, right? Yeah. They have spider fingers and legs like a giraffe. Anyway, I bet. And plus, I mean, it would take forever, because, like, you'd have to order, like, 72 buckles for each leg, and, like, the straps and the buckles and the snaps and the zippers and the... Look, I'm just saying, still one of my favorite comments that I've ever read in my life about this game was comparing them to looking like they rolled around in, like, the bargain bin at a Hot Topic. And I think about that lives rent-free in my brain, because it's very true. With all of the buckles and snaps and things, but I'm here for it. Oh, they're so unrealistic. And which one of them is it? Which one has, like, the thigh-high boot and then the knee-high boot? And it's like, your boots are 2 different boots. Like, how... It would take you all day. Like, but I'm into it. I don't know. It makes no goddamn sense, but... The less sense it makes, the more I'm into it. Anyways, I noticed that you changed your earrings today. Huh? Why, yes, I did. I found an old pair in my dresser and decided to wear them today. Don't change your earrings and wear different ones every day? My other ones were cute too, but those suit you quite well. Thanks. The stopper came off the backs on one of them, so I couldn't use them for a while. I was messing with it yesterday and I was able to fix it. You just wear the backs for the other earrings. I'm just saying. Oh, what part broke? Hold on, let me take it off and show you real quick. Here, do you see it? May I? Sure, go ahead. Oh, I see. Yes, right here. And I see how you fixed it. The glass part seemed to have loosened up, so I tried tightening it and found I was able to use it again. Now this pin part, huh? Oh no, did you break it? Huh? Oh dear me, I'm so sorry. I broke it. Snapped. Let me see. I tried to open it and it just snapped. Oh, I see, you're right. It's okay, don't worry about it. I mean, it was half broken already. Well, you went so far as to fix it. You must really like them, and you can't fix this. Fucking glue, little solder if it's metal, you can do it. Yes, that's true, but it's no big deal. They weren't expensive or anything. But he looks like the way he looked for that hot second was slightly like, but did you bring it on purpose to take me shopping? Because I'm into it. You know what? Do you have time tomorrow afternoon? Huh? Why don't we visit the department store tomorrow, you and I? I want to apologize for breaking this. Please let me buy you a new pair of earrings. I mean, okay. You're comparing me and like saying we're all like your kids, but you're buying me jewelry. I don't know how to feel about. I'm very confused. Alrighty. Hope you guys understand. You guys handle the rest. Hey, what? Waka! You never told me you were leaving. Of course I didn't tell you. If I did, you'd have never let me go. What? You were the manager. You can't just leave? Oh, pish posh, don't be so petty. I'll see you boys tomorrow. Sorry, did I make you wait long? Well, let's get going. He loves me so much he'd leave the shop in the hands of Toma. Wow. Are you sure this is okay? Absolutely. We have more than enough staff today. They'll be fine. Now let's head to the department store. Come, Spacey. Waving through the window at Toma and then giving him the middle finger, sticking out my tongue. Absolutely. And now which floor is the accessory store on? You really don't have to do this, you know. Oh, please. We've come this far. Don't be like that. Come on, let's go. Although if there's something else you want, that's fine too. What do you think? Oh my god, he's just trying to buy my love. You don't have to buy my love. You know what? It's fine. Go ahead and do it. I still love you anyway. Oh no, nothing like that. Earrings are fine. Well, come on then. Let's go. It's such fun picking out adorable things for adorable people. 20 minutes later. He's a little bonkers, but I love him. How do you not? Thank you so much. You're very welcome. I'm so happy we found something that suits you. I still feel a little guilty for going along with this, but you picked out a really cute pair. You seem to like flower motifs, so I tried to pick something that match. I'm so glad you like them. You're so good at picking out accessories. You were trying to match with my outfit, my skin tone, things I'd never even thought of. Oh, most definitely. Skin tone and hair color are very important to consider. It's also important to consider allergies, though. Oh, you have a point there. If I was allergic to metal, I wouldn't be able to wear most accessories. I'm slightly allergic. If I wear a ring for too long, it starts to get itchy. Of course, I can wear any earrings or piercings. Of course, I can't wear any earrings or piercings. Yeah, you can. You can't because of the allergy or just because you're a man? Because you absolutely can. I could see you with some ear. That would be sexy. Yeah, let's do this. How about you? I was actually a little worried you may have some kind of allergy or something. Oh, me? I don't have any allergies. Why would you think that? Well, you wear clip-on earrings instead of pierced earrings. There are far more designs available for pierced earrings. And that led me to assume you have some kind of allergy. I mean, that's true, because I feel like if you were wearing, like, clip-on earrings, it's not the same as putting it through a hole in your ear. It eventually heals, but you know what I mean? Like, when you first get your ears pierced, it's like a fucking open wound! Like, I mean, it's just cartilage, but, like, still, you know? Oh, that's not the reason. You're right, there are more choices for pierced ears. But I'm scared. Scared. To poke a hole in my ears? Seems like it'd be so painful. Is that strange? No, you just go to Claire's and get it done with a piercing. Never do that. You're not actually supposed to do that. Back in ye oldie days, that's what we did. But, like, you go to a real piercer and pierce your ears the proper way. It's just better. I'm just gonna throw this out there. I'm so fucking old that my cartilage piercing was done at a Claire's. And I'll be like, it took years. And I don't mean like a couple of years. I mean like thousands of years for it not to fucking hurt when I laid on that side of my ear. Like, because it's like they pierced a nerve or something. And it was just so uncomfortable. Like, it'd be fine if I was like walking around, standing. But like when I'd go to sleep, when I'd go to lay on my like left side, it would hurt so bad. Like, and it's finally like, oh, look at that, it stopped hurting, like 10 plus years after I got it done. I mean, I've had, oh my god, oh dear god, I've had this piercing is older than some of the people watching this probably. Good god, what the shit? Okay, I can't think about it. I'm literally gonna like turn to dust if I think about how long I fucking had that piercing. Jesus. Anyway, that one hurt a little. But the other ones, it's like a sting. You're like, ah, okay, and you get over it. I wouldn't laugh. But, I see. You're scared. You're so naive. Most people aren't afraid of little things like that. I know it's not a big deal, but still. Someday I'll muster up the courage to get my ears pierced. Oh, don't worry about that. You're fine just the way you are. You're more adorable that way, if I do say so myself. No, we're done with our current goal. But you still have some time, yes? Let's go get some tea. We'll call it market research. I think it's funny that he never wears a different outfit aside from his work uniform. I mean, you know damn well the man, like, okay, that's not true. And the other one we saw him, like, but, like, we're going out. I mean, I guess it's because technically he was working in the morning. But still. Market research? A new cafe opened, and I've been dying to check it out. I've no doubt they can't hold a candle to us, but still, it doesn't hurt to find out, right? I've always wanted to go, but it's not really a place a man can go on his own. With you here, I figure now's my chance. Is it a butler cafe? It's an Italian restaurant, a garden cafe. Huh. We're underground, so we couldn't do a garden cafe even if we wanted to. Huh. But all the reviews say the fact that we're underground makes the place nice and quiet. Ugh, I know. But still, it upsets me. Just, let's go, please. Oh, if it's bad, we can leave them a terrible review online. Right this way. May I take your order? Spacey, may I order for us? I mean, don't you think wearing a butler uniform like this, like, just seems to know that you work at a cafe and maybe... I mean, not that, like, just if you work at, like, one place, you can't go to another place. Like, oh, you work at that restaurant, you can't eat over here. You know what I mean? But still. I just feel like they'd know what you were doing. I'll leave it all to you. We'll have... this Italian roast coffee and some tea. I'll take a biscotti. She'll have the Catalana? Excellent choice, sir. How would you like your tea? Straight or with milk? Spacey, you always take your tea with milk, right? Is that okay? Oh, yes, sure. Milk, please. Yes. Tell me, what do you recommend here? Oh, I recommend the pizza. Oh, pizza's always a good choice. Pizza? Oh, you mean pizza. Yes. Sandwich pizza. Pizza. Why is it spelling pizza like the way you pronounce pizza? Like, because he's not saying pizza, is he? I'm very confused. Anyway, which would you recommend? I think, the margarita? We'll take one of those. I'll bring the dessert after the pizza, yes. They spell it like he's, like... yes, sir. One moment, please. This cafe is pretty clean, but their customer service is totally not up to par. But their customer service not totally up to par. So, I mean, like, there's some words missing there. I filled them in for you, but... God damn it, Tim! Like, when I asked him what his recommendation is, and he had to think, totally not okay. When it comes to service, I say we're far superior. My kids are simply amazing. Tell me, darling, have you ever tried Catalana before? Kind of similar to creme brulee. I ordered some for you. I want you to try it out. You like sweets, right? Yes, I do. Yes. The way you were speaking to that waiter was different. Well, speaking to him as I normally do would make a lasting impression, wouldn't you say? And not exactly what you want to do when you're spying on the enemy. Right. I was just kind of surprised. I feel like when we do the voice acting, we're gonna have to come back and like play one of Waka's ones. Maybe we should do this one because he's speaking differently. I kind of want to do a little bit of all of them at the end with Waka, just be like a little, just to see how he fucking does it in every single one because he's got a different personality. What? I have never heard me speak all manly before. Not the way I do it. No, never. This is my first time. Oh, goodness, darling. That must have been quite a surprise. Here I was trying to speak all macho to avoid causing problems, and yet I seem to have only caused more. Oh, don't worry about it. And besides, it's not like the way I speak has anything to do with anything. What do you mean? Well, darling, just because I speak a certain way doesn't mean... whatever it is you thought I meant. Are they trying to be like... Because this is the flamboyance world, so it's like, he's trying to be like, just because I speak flamboyantly doesn't mean I'm gay, girl. Like, okay. Like, was that what they're getting at? Like, it's just so weird. Right. What can I say? Life just feels more natural speaking like this. Then, may I ask why you speak the way you do, or do you have a wife or a girlfriend? That's the question! Right here! I'm sorry, inquiring minds need to know. Don't avoid this one. How would you prefer I answer that question? What? Well, if I told you I didn't have a girlfriend, but I was actively looking for one, suddenly this little outing we're on would have quite a different feel to it, would it not? I mean, yeah, and I'd be totally down for that. Would that be okay with you? Oh. Just kidding. I know. It's rude to answer a question with a question. Oh, look how red you are. So adorable. I love the fact that he's like flirty teasing us, and we just don't know what the hell is happening. I'm here for it though. But I would be like her too. I don't know what's happening. Are you trying to say you like me, or I don't? What is going on? Game, don't tease me. To answer your question, no, I don't have a girlfriend or a wife. But if I were to get a girlfriend, I'd want to date someone cute. Someone like you. I see the game keeps dangling him in front of my face, and we keep having these conversations like, oh, okay. Like there's a little budding thing, and then it never happens. Oh. That's why today's been very fun for me. I sure hope you're having just as much fun as I am. My. Is it just me or is it getting hot in here? Hope I didn't overdo it there. Oh, not at all. It's been fun for me too. Especially earlier when we were looking for earrings together. You were mentioning which earrings matched with which outfits, giving me advice. I've only done that kind of thing with my girlfriend, so it was a new and fun experience for me. I've never gotten advice like that from a man's perspective. A man's perspective, huh? You think of my perspective as the same as Shin or Toma's, or any of the other men, is that right? Because of the way I talk. And many people think I'm... Well, that's beside the point. Obviously. Because that's exactly what they're getting at. Like, everybody thinks he's gay. I kind of, like, am trying to remember, like... And I don't remember him being like that even in the, when I played the game the second time. And it's harder if you don't have the voice acting on to know the... I mean, aside from when he's being, like, screaming and being crazy, like, that you can tell. But, like, this one, because it's just normal, you can't hear with the voice, without the voice acting on. And I don't think we definitely didn't have the voice acting on the first time we played. So, like, I don't think we would have gotten that, or been like, is he gay in this world? Like, what's happening here? You know what I mean? Where we would have been, like, slightly confused and wondering. And I don't remember feeling that way when I played the game more recently, when I did have the voice acting on, because I was obviously playing for myself. You know what I mean? I don't remember being like, what's happening here? So it's interesting. Well, the real question is, what do you think, Spacey? How do you see me? Am I... Thank you for waiting. Here's your coffee, tea, and pizza. Oh, that was fast. Thank you. Will you place them here? Coffee for me, tea for her. Yes, sir. It's very hot. Please be careful. I'll bring your dessert later. No. Let's get straight to tasting. I really hope this isn't better than what we have at our place. I love how he's like, what do you think of me? And then it just cuts away, and then we never get to answer, like, what do you think of me? I love Listen, I am all for adding more men to the man harem, and he's crazy. He's fun. Thanks again for today. You bought me such a nice pair of earrings. I feel kind of bad. Oh, no, you don't have to feel bad, darling. After all, I was the one that broke your earrings in the first place. But I sure hope you'd like these new ones, and I'll use them often. Yes, I'll take good care of them. Thank you for lunch, too. You didn't have to pay for everything. And the food at the cafe was pretty good, wasn't it? And the pizzas were the pizza... I don't know why I was saying it like plural, but the spelling is so bizarre. I don't know why they went with this. I'm kind of curious if you had the voice acting on how it would be different, you know what I mean? The pizza was especially delicious. I'm afraid that's one area we simply... why did I just turn him into Iki? In my brain? What the hell just happened? I think it's because I was thinking, like, we should have changed his voice every single world, and he should have had the Iki voice, because that's the most flamboyant one we have. Like, in the back of my mind as I was reading that. Anyway. I don't know if I can get his voice back now. The pizza was especially delicious. I'm afraid that's one area we simply won't be able to compete. Why's that? We need a pizza oven for that type of pizza. We can make pizza in our oven, but it simply won't taste the same. But when it comes to the tea and coffee, we're far superior. I think so too. Same goes for dessert. The cannelloni wasn't bad, but once the novelty wears off, I don't think it'll stick. But regardless, I shouldn't let my guard down. That shop is indeed a threat. I'll need to come up with some new menu items. You're right. I'll make sure to up my game with the customers, too. In that case, would you care to join me and visit some of the other nearby cafes as well? Oh my god, we're gonna date walk now. I'd love to. I had so much fun today. My dear, you haven't forgotten what we talked about today at lunch, have you? Huh? I said I wanted a cute girlfriend like you. I hope you'll consider it. Oh. I hope you don't think of this as some kind of joke, darling. I'm quite serious. But perhaps you need some time to think. How much time should I give you? How about a year? Yes, a year. And within that year, let's see if I can't find a more important place in your heart. We have quite a year to look forward to. Anyways, all that aside, I still'd like to go out with you next week. I truly did mean it that I wanted to go to various cafes with you. I mean, look at me. A handsome man like me can't afford to be seen eating at a cafe all alone, can he? That might be a good way to pick up women. Okay, sure. Thank you. And I'd appreciate it if you could wear the earrings we bought today then. Anyways, I'll see you again tomorrow at Meido no Hitsuji. And I just see, we got the romance, like, what do you say? I'll give you a year to decide. And then we go fall in love with someone else. It's so sad. Actually, I think these kind of suck. You shouldn't have done this game. I almost really wish that, like, I mean, I get it. It's kind of nice seeing, Waka from all the other worlds, because that's the character you knew, you know what I mean? But it's kind of sad. We're going to go back and do our other choices. But it's kind of sad when something like that, like before, like it's flirty and you don't really think about it. Like, oh, I'm going to go date somebody else in this world, you know, but this one is straight up in your face. Like, I like you. I'll give you a year. You know what I mean? And then you're like, and then like by like July or August, depending on which route this Waka was in, you're dating someone else. Why did you decide to hire me? Isn't it obvious? Because you're so cute and your smile is just so beautiful. With a concept cafe like ours, it really all comes down to the staff. We can never have enough cute staff. And besides, you're totally my type. Oh, that would have been the better choice to choose. Well, I suppose that's only part of it. The other half is just intuition. I had a hunch that you were a good girl. I wasn't wrong either. Do you agree? I don't know. Okay, so now we're on to the earrings. I actually really like his blatant flirting. You know what I mean? Because the other ones you definitely like, are you flirting with me? I think you're flirting with me. And this one is like, no, he's blatantly flirting with you. Because all of a sudden he's like, I'll give you a year to decide if you want to date me. But again, I feel bad because then like, all the other ones, we lose our memory in August, but then we start dating. So, like, Shin and Toma, then we kind of either get stuck with Toma or fall in love with Shin, whatever. But, like, with Iki, we started dating him in June, probably, because it was June, July, because you date him for 3 months, and August would have been the end. Like, the 31st, right? So, we'd already been dating him for 2 months, and that would have been, like, fine, because, oh, we were only going to date you for 3 months. But then we actually fall in love with him and he falls in love with us. And then if this Waka was in that world, he's like, oh, okay, sure. Or like Kent asking us out and we decide to date him when Waka's just blatantly like been like thrown that out there months before Kent came up. But Kent didn't work at the cafe in his own route. So this is definitely not Kent's route, actually. Because he was a lot more stoic because Mine got confused, was always like, why did you have to date someone so, like, stern like him? Like, whatever. And we think she's talking about Kent and she's talking about the manager because she thinks that we're dating the manager. And we're like, are you in love with the manager? Because we're dating Kent. And then it was like, oh, okay. Because that's why she's like such a fucking bitch in that route. And that's why you were like, what a whore. But it's a total misunderstanding. And then you're like, oh, actually, she's actually nice. You know what I mean? So this is definitely not the Waka in Kent's world. I don't think... It could have been the Quiet Man's world. Could have been Kent's. I don't know. Anyway, may I ask why you speak the way you do? Well, it's not that big of a deal, but... You see, my home doubled as a... Michibu? Michibu Studio? Michibu? Oh. A place for traditional Japanese dance. That explains that. Michibu. I know it's not something you hear often, and not many people take it up these days. But I too have been taking Michibu lessons since I was a child. I might be pronouncing that wrong, but I did my best. And around the time I was 20, I had to face some issues related to studying it. By that time I'd already advanced enough to have students of my own, And then they would always ask me the same thing. You have a girlfriend? Are you married? It never ended. No matter how many times I'd admonish them and tell them that it had nothing to do with Nichibu, and they wouldn't listen. Gee, wonder why they asked that. Because he's handsome. A great guy like you, a master at Nichibu. Guess they all wanted a date, huh? My. Thank you. Huh? Well, you just called me a great guy, didn't you? Oh. You're blushing. Oh, you're so adorable when you blush. Positively adorable, darling. Right, but what does this have to do with the way you talk? Oh, right. So I thought about it. So I figured if I showed that I wasn't interested in women, maybe they'd show less interest in me. I guess that makes sense. But still, that seems like a pretty drastic thing to do. I like how he's like, if I just talk like I'm gay, they'll leave me alone. There's a stereotype in there, and I feel like that's slightly problematic, Waka, but like, okay. So, did it have any effect? Oh, yes it did. It decreased dramatically. The only students that remained were serious learners. About 4 years have passed since my parents closed the studio, so I haven't kept up with the dancing. Although perhaps it's not a bad idea to start teaching again. I'd love to see you perform something someday. I bet you anything you'd look amazing. I feel like this was a really great... Like, I love the other option. Do you have a wife or girlfriend? No, but I'm looking for one. But this is a really interesting part. I'm actually kind of glad we've decided to go back and read both with him, because you get a little more insight. Thank you. I don't know whether I'd be amazing, but I'd love to perform for you someday. I bet you would. Oh, but you're no longer doing those lessons, right? So why is it that you still speak this way? The force of habit, I suppose. I mean, it's been like 8 years. Besides, I like being a bit friskier with the way I talk. You can get away with so much more. Things got easier this way, and it's kind of hard to go back. I see. That's why he's doing this weird accent. Luckily, my kids and my customers all seem to enjoy this side of me. Although if I ever feel like going back, I will. So fucking interesting. I'm kind of glad, like, we figured out, like, you know what I mean? Like, nice. Yeah, I like seeing this. We're not gonna do this for every other freaking character, do every other choice, because they may or may not matter, but I like doing it for him because we get all the different sides. And that one was actually pretty long. Like, you know? A story set before August, before the heroine's amnesia. The other ones, 2 together, took like about an hour, and this one's already 40 minutes long, and we just did just that, so, okay. Anyway. Thank you very much for visiting us today. We look forward to seeing you again. Phew. That was the last customer today. The space heat. It appears the last customer of the day is left. Yes, they have. Well, this is the assassin's world, in case you weren't eyeball watching, in case you're multitasking. Sorry, I didn't say that, I don't think. What perfect timing. In that case, let's close up for the night. I know you were the only one on the floor at the end of the day today. It must have been very hard. Thank you. Oh, don't worry about it. Most of our customers today were our regulars, so it wasn't too bad. I'll hang up the close sign. No, I'll go. You stay inside. What should I do? I can put the cups. I can put away the cups, wipe the tables. Oh, I can start mopping the floor. Sure, the manager can handle the kitchen, so I'll clean the floor. We just got a new mop the other day. It should be around here. Welcome back. Thank you. It's starting to rain. What? Really? That looks like it'll pass pretty soon, but it's quite strong. Do you have an umbrella? No, I don't. I checked the weather this morning and it was supposed to be sunny. I see. In that case, why don't you stay here until the rain passes? Let me serve you my latest tea since you worked so hard today. Oh, I was just doing my job, that's all. And besides, I have to finish cleaning up and sweeping. I'll handle that later. I can handle all that. You don't have to worry about it. Please, allow me to thank you for your hard work today. I know you could thank me for my hard work today, you son of a bitch. Just kidding. It's not tea. God, my brain was like thinking of like tea, but not like the tea you drink, like the letter T, and I was gonna be like, it's a letter D, and I just, you know what? And I wasn't gonna say it, but like, goddamn, you have fun with that one. There you go, guys. You're welcome. You already knew that's where my gutter brain was going anyway, so. And besides, I'd like to get feedback on this new tea. So please, have a seat. Well, if you insist. I do insist. At least until the rain eases up. Here you go, Spacey. Thank you. Oh, this is delicious. It's a very crisp scent. Well, okay. But yet somewhat sweet. This is Earl Grey and... yes, it's Earl Grey. I also tried to flavor it using an herb syrup. When served hot, Earl Grey is a very distinct scent, so many people tend to avoid it. However, with the proper pour, it can be very delicious. I want to find a way to introduce it to more of our customers. With the herb syrup, I feel like the taste is far more mellow. What do you think? It's very delicious, but it's such a unique scent. It's almost fruity. But if you hadn't said anything, I don't think I would have noticed. This is really good. It feels fresh and new. No doubt it'll be popular with a lot of the female regulars. I see. Thank you. In that case, I'll add it to the menu starting next week. Oh, one more thing. If you were to pair this with something, who would you pair it with, pie or pound cake? Pie or pound cake? I would have said pound cake just because I prefer pound cake to pie, but... If the content of the pie was some kind of custard or cream, I'd want pie. If not, I'd choose the cake. Since the tea is strong and fruity, I think a milder pairing would be better. What do you think? I see. You may have a point. Tomorrow I'll have the rest of the staff try this with a cheese pie. Thank you for your help, Spacey. Don't mention it. I'm glad I could help. You said cheese pie, and it just makes me think, and I'm so sad I can't, you can't find them anywhere. I used to get them from Boxu, but they don't seem to have them. But they were like cheese cubes, and it was if cheesecake and pound cake had a fucking baby, because they were just these tiny little cubes of like, they just look like spongy cake kind of thing, but they were dense. But inside was this block of like some kind of fucking cheese thing, and it was just, they were so fucking good, and I haven't fucking had them in like 4 years, but I can't stop thinking about them. They were called milk cheese cubes. I forget the company that made them, but like, ugh. They still make them, but like, it's just you can't import them here without somebody, like a third party, and like, god damn it! Oh, it makes me so sad. They're so good. I think about them constantly. And he said cheese pie, and that's all that came to my head, so now I'm sad. Anyway. Don't mention it, I'm glad I could help. Right, game? Rude. Spacey, they are always so polite. I find that commendable. The fact that you could say such words so swiftly, I can't help but respect. What's the matter? Nothing. However... Huh? Spacey, once this rain clears up, I'd like to walk you home. Is that okay? What? I feel like taking a walk. Mind if I accompany you home? Yeah, sure. Like, it sounds awkward, but it's just like, I'll walk you home so you get there safe. That's nice. Looks like I was right. A heavy shower that passed quickly. You're right. I'm glad. It's a little humid now, but the sky is beautiful. I love to look at the sky after the rain. I always make a point of taking a walk whenever the rain lets up. Although I'll admit this is my first walk with a partner. Oh, really? Then are you sure it's okay for me to be here? Of course. I was the one who invited you after all. I'm happy that the first person I walked with after the rain is you. The pleasure is all mine. Shall we? I don't know how to get to your house, so you'll have to lead the way. Sure, this way. You're like, may I walk you home? Sure, but it's going to be a long-ass walk. I drove here. I'm just kidding. I'm really sorry that you had to work the floor alone today. That must have been rough. I had trouble filling in the shifts today. You have my sincerest apologies. It's okay. And besides, you already paid me back with that delicious tea. Have you enjoyed it? I'd be happy to prepare you something else next time. I've recently been thinking about a new latte blend. I hope you'll agree to be my little tester next time as well. Yes, of course. However, lately we've been a little understaffed, haven't we? I wish I could increase the number of staff, but, well, it's been... Challenge? That's not a lack of applications, mind you. I'm quite particular when it comes to my staff. Come to think of it, you haven't hired anyone new since me. That's right. I've interviewed a few since then, but I haven't found anyone. If only I could find another person like you. Never find another person like me. I'm unique. Aren't we all? We're all unique and also not unique at the same time. It's weird. It'd make the store so much livelier if we had more young and energetic staff. How old are you? I feel like that is, like, not the right question in this sense. Like, we're talking about him hiring me, and so we're gonna go, how old are you? That's a weird jump in topic, so I'm gonna go with, may I ask why you hired me? Because we're on the topic of hiring, so it fits a little better. Oh, I think of people as relatively simple. There are two types of people. Those who are pulled to darkness and a bind, and those who remain pure. I'm not saying those who are pulled into the darkness are necessarily bad, but sometimes that can be a powerful ability. However, as a business owner, those people are hard to deal with. So why is Toma working for you? Oh, every route, he is the worst. The type of person I look for is someone who will remain pure of heart, even in an emergency. Toma was never pure of heart, ever! Why did you hire him? My instincts told me that you were that type of person, so I decided to hire you. Is that so? I guess I can't tell on my own. Yes, it is. Generally, the staff who work for me are those type of people. Well, I can't have a restaurant exclusively filled with those types, so there are a few who aren't that way too. Ah, that explains Toma, thank you. You mean people that gravitate toward the darkness? Yes. And they're the types that can prioritize those who need protecting, even if it may violate their principles. Well, Toma doesn't have any principles, but violate definitely goes into play with him. I don't know if it's appropriate for me to state it so plainly, but I'd say that Iki, Mine, and Toma are that type. Yeah, I was gonna say, if you don't throw Toma in there, Iki, sure. Mine, yeah, okay, I mean, they fit the definitely, like, they can fall to the darkness, and they would have to violate their principles, sure. But, like, I don't think Toma has any principles, so a little different for him. They're the type that can break things down simply and fulfill their goals even in times of confusion. Such people are needed in an emergency. I suppose another way to say it is that they'll do anything to achieve their goal. On the contrary, Kent, Shin, Sawa, and you are the type of people that'll never go astray, even when the times call for it. Yeah, okay, sure. When working as a team, both are vital assets to the group. And among them, you especially lean toward the light. They are very pure of heart. I'm confident in my assessment of people. Trust me. Oh, my place is this way. Just head straight until you hit the railroad tracks. That's where my place is. Spacey, I'm sorry, but could you walk a little closer to me? Huh? I promise not to do anything inappropriate, so please, come a little closer. He's so close to me. Kiss him, goddammit. Perfect. Well, this is just perfect. Actually, if you could place your head a little close to my chest, that'd be even better. What? Yeah, what? Oh, is that too much? In that case, I'll settle for this. That's a little. I mean, you're getting a little forward there. I mean, I'm not opposed to it, but what did come to mind? Like, excuse me? What's happening? However, be sure to stay close to me. Understood? No, well, let's go. This is the assassin's world, so he's just like thinking that someone's gonna fucking ninja out of the bushes and attack me? What does he mean? I've never been so close to him before. I'm so nervous I can barely walk. Miss Macy, it's okay. Don't be so stiff. Let's just take it slow. Right. The area you live in is very quiet. It's not like there's nobody around, but when it gets dark, the foot traffic around here seems quite light. I guess. Yes, I suppose you're right. In that case, it's rather irresponsible of me to make you work so late. If your shift ends late, I'll be sure to not send you home alone. Thanks. Oh, watch your step. Oh, there's a puddle over there. Right. That's not deep enough to make you trip, but your feet'll get wet. Be careful. Okay. Spacey. What is it? Oh, please don't be so nervous. When you tense up like that, I can't help but feel the same way. Just act naturally. I can't help it. You're so close. Why are you suddenly acting like this? I'll explain later. Until I figure out the intention of our enemy. What? Our enemy? I'll also explain that later. But for now, I just focus on walking straight ahead. Someone's following us. It's probably Toma. This is probably Toma's route. You know, because he's like, this is probably the walk up from Toma's route, because he's like, there's someone following us that has ill intentions, and then Toma is evil. Makes sense. I'm just going with that. I don't really remember, but right, sure. I become so nervous and tense over a little thing like this. You're adorable, like a little animal. Now I understand why Iki's always wanting to take care of you. Or is this Iki's route? Interesting. Well, I guess Iki isn't really the only one, is he? As your childhood friends, Toma and Shin must have always been like that. But you even managed to attract Kent. Had you only attracted the men, it might have given me a different opinion about you. But even the girls on staff seem to trust you greatly. Even Mine, not one known for having a lot of female friends, seems to be opening up to you. Which she wouldn't do if we were in Kent's route. And Kent didn't work at the thing. So this is, definitely not Kent's route. You must have a natural talent for drawing people to you. Natural talent? I did! I do draw people to me, including a spirit that bashes all my brains out. And then I kind of just become a potato. Yes, something you're born with. I don't think that's the case, but sure it is. Oh, you've even managed to draw me to you, and I'm the type that usually avoids that kind of thing. You do? Really? I do. Even if I allow myself to get close to someone, I typically end up pushing them away eventually. Now think about it. You don't know anything about my personal life, do you? Well, come to think of it, I don't know where he lives. I don't know his full name. Half the time in all the other original routes, you just called him manager. So I'm not sure he had a name in the original game. I mean, he did, but you know what I mean? Like, they kept calling him manager, so in half the routes, you didn't even know he had a name at all. So, whenever I see him at the cafe, he's always so kind, so I never gave it much thought. Jesus Christ, Sebastian. Sebastian plushie just fucking jumping off my couch onto me. Anyway. Sorry. But when it comes to his personal life, I don't know much besides the fact that he's the manager of Meido no Hitsuji. You're right. I don't know anything about you. Why are you so secretive? Would you tell me if I asked? Why are you so secretive? No. Would you tell me if I asked, Mr. Assassin? 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 Why do you want to know? Oh, what do you want to know? Well, when you put it that way, Hard to say exactly. I see. So there's no question in particular you want to ask. You're just wondering whether I'd honor your request or not. You're wondering if I'd allow you to see the side of me that few others have. When you put it that way, it sounds so pushy. I'm sorry. Though you have a point. I suppose it could be taken that way. I was out of line. I'm sorry. That's all right. I didn't think it was a particularly rude question. As to your question, whether or not you're someone I'd be willing to open up to, for now, I'll still say no. For now? Ouch, that hurts. And all the other routes you've been so flirty, and this one you're kind of standoffish. If you were to hear the tale of my past, you too would carry the weight of its tears on your back. It's too cruel to expect that much from you. However, there's still a chance if you so desire it, which is why I left it at for now. Left it at, for now. That should be in parentheses, quotes, whatever. But knowing that you could one day be someone with whom I share this past, it brings me great joy. See? Oh, okay, now he's flirting. Before he's like, no. Because I don't want to scare you away. But thinking that maybe someday. Love it. Okay. All right, flirty. I love that he just keeps flirting with us in every round. Sometimes more flamboyantly so. The manager's been silent since he said that. But walking so quietly next to him, I get even more nervous. What should I do? Should I say something? I think it's all clear. Huh? This whole time I've been observing the enemy, but it's fine now. Don't be surprised. But if you can't help it, do your best not to show it. Just act like a normal couple taking a stroll. Just like we were before. What? We're being followed. The two or more. What? Quiet. Keep walking. Don't change your pace. Before we closed the shop, I sensed a suspicious gaze. I felt as though someone was peering into the store. I don't know who these people are, but I know they're not after me. If they were after me, they just didn't wait for me to be alone after the cafe closed. The fact they came around the time you got off and have been following us since must mean... Okay, so this could be Iki's route or Toma's. I feel like it's Toma's. Because he mentioned Toma and, Toma's, evil as shit. And, these could be the Iki fangirl girls who were, following us and attacking us and stuff in Toma's route. Because, that was very heavy. In Iki's route, the girls were a little pushy and douchey, but they were worse in Toma's. The bullying was, way worse in his for some reason. Their target is you. You don't have to be scared. At first, I thought it could have been a male customer stalking you. But I don't sense any ill intent from these people. Although I sense a little animosity directed toward me for being so close by your side. Huh. I think I understand. It's most likely... Huh? I know nothing. Anyway, with that said, don't worry about it anymore. Or it's Toma or Shin? I've walked like this until now to protect you from the pursuer's gaze, but I'm determined that they're no longer a threat. Although I think it best I walk you home, and there's no need for you to be so close to me. So what did you want to do? Should I take a step away? Or would you prefer to continue like this until we reach your home? Please step away. No, I don't want to say that to him at all. You don't mind we remain this way? I don't mind. Then let's remain like this until we get to your house. And then I'll come in and do what to me? Come on. Come on! Game's gonna let me down. It's a rare occasion that I get to escort such an adorable lady back home. In that case, why don't we show those two behind us a thing or two? Is it Shin and Toma? If neither of them want to be your bodyguard, then they need to step up their game and be more proactive. Oh, see, I feel like it's Toma's route, because then, that's why he locks me in a cage. Oh, I never had a chance. It seems like many people are after you, but no one has their guard up. Bodyguard? After me? What? Oh, are you really so oblivious? At the least, I'd like to say my words apply to most of the male staff at the cafe. It's not true. Wait, you just said all of the male staff. Does that also include you? What do you think? What? What if I told you that it did? Sir, I wish you'd called me by my name there. Please don't toy with me like this. Oh, I trouble you? I apologize. Wow. He is so... I kind of like that you're flirty in this because it's like... There's a sinisterness to it. It's like, I wish you would call me by my name. Don't tease me. Oh, did I bother you? Like, how dare you? Stop it. I love it. You're right. In that case, now let's pretend it was just a joke. And now let's get going. Just a little further home. I like that these are, I mean, technically about 30-minute reads. I mean, we stop and we gab a little, but like, you know. So taking that out, they're like 30-ish minutes, I guess. Well, this is your home. I'm glad we made it back safely. Thank you very much for walking me home. You really didn't have to. I feel bad. I assure you, the pleasure was all mine. Then next time the pleasure should be all mine. So we should just go upstairs. I will stay here. You go on up now. As soon as I confirm that you're safe inside, I will depart. As soon as you get home, I suggest you do those two a favor and check your phone. It's on silent, right? You must have a ton of messages by now. It's definitely Shin and Toma, then. Huh? Sure. Well, you have a good night. Bye. Good night. I hope it rains again tomorrow. So he can keep me? I kind of feel like this should be Toma's route. Because you know what I mean? He's just also like, I hope it rains again tomorrow so I can keep you at the cafe longer. Like, wow, you and Toma are both a little sinister, but you do it better. I'm home. The manager told me to check my phone, but I wonder what he meant by that. Oh, a message from Toma. And Shin, I told you. They were sent about the same time. I guess I should call them back. Shin? What were you doing? Huh? Just now, why were you walking so close to the manager like that? Huh? You were watching that, Shin? It's not like I wanted to. It's not my fault that the two of you were walking like that. So what's the deal with that? Since when were you two like that? When? Shin, you're confusing her. You're not explaining it clearly. Here, give me the phone. Ugh. Toma wants to talk to you. Spacey, hello, it's me. I was shopping with Shin earlier and it suddenly started to rain, you know? We figured you might not have an umbrella, so we dropped by and we saw you and the manager come out together. As we watched you, we started to follow and, well, we kind of lost our timing to say hi. We were waiting for a good time to say hello, but we didn't want to interrupt. So, we ended up following you all the way home. Well, following you all the way to the home. God damn it. Tim, did you let Ronald do this? What the fuck? Both of you suck. So what was that all about? Explain it to us so we know. You know what, Toma? It's none of your business. Hang up. Yeah, are you dating the manager? And why didn't I know about it? Hey, calm down. I didn't know either. So, what is it? What's going on? We're not dating. That was just him worrying about me and walking me home. Was worried about you? Why? You didn't get off work any later than usual. I know the manager's a good person, but he doesn't usually look out for people like that. What's going on? The people following us that the manager told me about were Toma and Shin. Now, they might get upset if I said we treated them like threats. And I can't just keep quiet about this either. I'll explain tomorrow. What? Yeah, I'll explain it all tomorrow. See you guys then! Why can't you tell us now? Did something happen? No, nothing happened. But if I don't explain it right, I feel like you guys will get the wrong idea. What the hell does that mean? Are you trying to sweet talk your way out of this one? Toma, that's enough. Oh, sorry. I guess I overdid it there. I feel like this is definitely Toma's route because he's way too clingy. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow at the cafe, okay? Hey, wait. Good night. See you tomorrow at Meido no Hitsuji. I like how we said, see you tomorrow at Meido no Hitsuji this time, instead of Waka. Fun. Okay, do we get a fucking Waka CG for finishing these? Because if we don't, I'm going to be kind of upset. Come on. Come on, game. Are you going to tell me? Really? We didn't get a CG for finishing his route? I'm kind of upset about that. I'm literally extremely upset that we didn't get, like, we got a Girls' Day one, but we didn't get a Waka's World one? Game! Big, fat, fucking fail. Big, fat, fucking fail. I don't like that. That's rude. Unless you have to get all the options. We're just going to skip through and choose the other choices. But I'm just kind of disappointed in that. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? This was the perfect time to give us a fucking, you know, CG for him. Just like a nice little cutesy one. Kind of like they did for the girl ones. You know what I mean? The Girls' Day one, where it's just like cutesy. It like has nothing to do with like the things. How old are you? I'm 29. Or that's what I've been saying publicly for the past few years. Huh? I actually don't know my age, so I always pick a number that feels fitting to me. Since I don't know my birthday, I simply change my age every few years to an age that feels more appropriate. You don't know your birthday? What's on your birth certificate? I'm not bothered with such minute details. And there are some things better left unsaid. It's funny because we have 28 on everything, and now he's saying 29, and then he's like, but I lie about it every year. That's interesting. It's slightly inappropriate to date the man who's probably like more than 10 years older than us. I mean, 10 years, that's one thing, but like, now where we going? Now we're pushing that. We're going like 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then you just keep lying about your age? He's like, 29 seems good. Said most people up to their mid-30s when they can't get away with being 29 anymore. Why are you so secretive? Well, I'd say that's a side of me, but when it comes down to it, there's simply not much of my personal life to tell. Oh, no. The tale of the Eastern Assassin's not for one as pure of heart as you, my dear. Huh? A story from another life. I forget I said anything. Perhaps this won't make sense from someone who hides so much of himself, but we work together in the same place, and to some extent, I think it's fair to say we know each other. When our eyes meet, we smile, and when we cross paths, we stop and talk. Personally, I feel like that's enough. My bird starts screaming. He's not really screaming, he's like, ah, ah, instead of like, ah, that annoying scream, he's like, ah, he's like whining. An obnoxious whine. Oh, I guess you don't like me after all. Well, that is unfortunate. Oh, no, it's not about liking you or anything like that. I'm just so nervous. And I'm embarrassed. It's my fault. I can't help but get a little flustered. Sorry. You're so adorable. What? Look at you. Your cheeks flushed red. I can't even pretend to be upset. Then, well, that's better. Yes, much better. I'm sorry. I know you were doing it to protect me. I clicked that way too fast. I'm so sorry. Don't worry about it. Now let's get going. Your home is that way, yes? All right. I'm just kind of sad that there's no. Oh, yay! It is unlocked. Okay, okay, good. Yay! Oh my god, how dare you! How dare you! Oh, Jesus. This is why we come here. That's the. Okay, alright, oh my god. Holy shit. Well. Ah! Get the. You can't. Alright, you cannot give us a CG like this. Jesus Christ. And then only a slight little flirt. Oh my god, the game knows exactly what it's doing, and it's a bastard. Oh my god. I am so glad they localized this, though. Can I just be honest? Just for this CG alone. I mean, we dated all the other guys, like, whatever, and we got the little Walker's Worlds, those are cute. And it's like, are you flirting with me? And then you're just, like, Okay, so why I think this is rude is, like, you're just like, he's flirting with us a little, and we don't get to actually romance him, and then you give us this CG, and it's so tempting, and it's just, huh! It's not right. But then at the same time, it's like, actually, though, you know what? I'm just going to let my imagination run. Imagination's running wild. And you know what? I'm okay with that. Because it's like, oh, see those little flirtings? And maybe if you hadn't chosen one of the other boys and you just get, this is what you get. Oh, okay. All right, I'm fine. I'm okay. Like, holy shit. Worth it. Worth it. I'm so happy they gave him a CG, because I'm like, that's not fair that the girls' party one got a CG and he doesn't, and then they do this? This? Well. I feel like it's like, oh, wait, we just dangled a little flirty thing in front of you in all the other routes, but technically those wakas are ones in the routes for the other boys, not counting Ukiyo, right? That one doesn't count. But, like, you had him in all these other routes, you got to meet him, and these are him, and if he had walked, it's just something that actually happened, but then you went and dated one of the other 4 chuckle fucks, right? Which, I mean, still love Kent and Iki, but I would gladly trade Waka for Shin or Toma. No offense to Shin, because he's actually a decent character, but fuck Toma. Like, and like, but it's like, but if you had maybe chosen, here you go. Oh, okay. But since the game was like, well, I mean, technically those events happened, but then you went on to get smashed in the skull with the frickin' Sprite and forget everything, and and then you fall in love with one of these other guys, or technically in Toma's, you just get locked in a cage and it's Stockholm Syndrome and you have no fucking choice. You probably want to stab him, but, like, whatever. So you didn't actually get to, but here, this is what you could have had. I mean, this is really unfair when you think about Toma's route, because, like, I could have been dating this. I'm just saying, this is so much better, but... Alright, well, anyway, that was all of Waka's world, and this is... I was just trying to, like... Hello. I was trying to just move the thing so that the screen doesn't go gray, you know what I mean? Like, doesn't start to time out. But yeah, so... Those were fun. I enjoyed them. I like this game, everything's, like, in little snippets. I don't know how long the other routes are gonna go. It doesn't look like they're too long. But then again, that means nothing. Because, like, if I look at Shin's, it's September through October, so... But they could skip, I don't know. We have to go back into our save file and go through. But it seems like there's an awful lot of choices in our OG New World to unlock the final route. So, like, the after story. So, his is going to take a couple of hours at any rate for each of our boyfriendos. So, anyway, we will start probably Shin's route next time. We're kind of going in the order that's listed, but I definitely want to do Toma sooner because I don't want to save him for the end. But I think we've had some fun now, and I think we'll start Shin instead of, say, doing Orion. You know what I mean? Because he's the only other one that's not a boyfriend character, but we'll see. We'll see how we feel, what I feel like, but I think, my original intent was to start Shin's route next, so I feel like that's what we'll do. He's not one of our favorite characters, but he's a decent one, so that'll be kind of fun. But I'm definitely not saving Toma to the end, because, like, fuck that shit. I want to get him out of the way, because I hate him with the passion of 1,000 fiery suns, so I'd rather get him out of the way. But I don't want to but I'm not going to soil frickin' Waka and this beautiful by doing Toma. Not at all. You know what I mean? So anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up. and subscribe to see more.